Folks, it is time now for our game of the week, and we can't wait. Tremendous anticipation all across the college football landscape for this matchup. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Scarlet Knights will kick this deep to get us going. And the kick goes out of bounds. How about this for a start?
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
That mistake sets the offense up at the 40. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? We'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's an out route. The catch made. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Misses the receiver, incomplete.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You've got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Using his legs here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Down he goes, a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
He gets it away, directional kick with nice distance. So Rutgers offense out there for their first possession. More of this game within the game, Kirk. You got the quarterback and the corner, 2 of the better guys in the country at their position, very aware of each other.
And on the other side, you got a quarterback that has an attitude of he doesn't care. He's confident in his ability to shift and move the defense at will. It's going to be a great matchup.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. The sophomore able to get home with the sack. And it'll be forced out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. And the Scarlet Knights are going to keep this drive rolling. Trying to extend the play. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. Here comes the point after attempt. PAT makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The App State offense goes back on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. And there's the handoff. Fights off a defender.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Caught behind the line. It's Tucker. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
And Rutgers has the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And they hand it off to the back. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. Heads up, first snap in the red zone on this drive. An inside give now from the shotgun. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. He decides to keep it here. Will he score here? He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver, you can score a big touchdown. But to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense. And, man, did they make that look easy.
And the point after is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Rutgers offense on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. He shreds the tackle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Third down coming up.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The Scarlet Knights bring their punt team onto the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. So the Appalachian State offense back out on the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
How about that? One of the so-called middle guys putting the pressure on the quarterback there. That was a strong safety sneaking in. I don't think the quarterback saw him, and eventually he comes home with a sack.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Running back has it on a screen now. The ball is loose. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And here comes the Scarlet Knights offense out there. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He escapes the sack. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Solid gain, moves the ball up to the 47. It'll be 1st down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And they stopped him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Well, that is a great throw and a catch, but now we'll see if they can finish off this drive by scoring a touchdown.
The Scarlet Knights looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Now the important point after attempt. PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Rutgers, 14.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. The App State offense goes back on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he cannot escape. Defense with a sack. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. They stop him, but it's a 1st down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he pulls in the catch. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And the sophomore making an impact play.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
This will be fair caught way back at the 5-yard line. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw it on first down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Rutgers. This quarterback on fire today.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Scarlet Knights offense is back on the field. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. And looking to throw now on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Well, let's face it. They dug themselves a hole in the first half, but I'll tell you what. They're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down marker. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. The pocket breaking down. They chase him down and tried to run for it, but it'll bring up 4th down. And the Scarlet Knights will send their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And they spot it down just outside the 30. So the Appalachian State offense back out on the field now. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. Finally brought down after a big gain. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 48. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. A handoff from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. The defense stops him short of the marker in that screen. 4th down coming up. The punt team making their way on the field. Kicked it too far. It lands in the end zone for a touchback. And the Rutgers offense is back out on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Extending the play now. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. 1st down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back. Pressure is coming. And the sophomore's got him for a sack. The Scarlet Knights will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Brings up 2nd down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. We've got to shake that off now. It's 3rd down coming up. Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And now another deep ball here. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. The Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. The App State offense goes back on the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Makes a quick grab.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a 1st down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their 1st interception today. Going to set up 3rd down. Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
You missed it. Field goal, no good. Missed opportunity to make this a 1-score game, still losing by 11. Here comes the Rutgers offense on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
A loss of 6 yards on the play. 2nd down coming up.
And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. He's going to take off here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt.
And he'll lost it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. They build the lead at 18 during the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Return starts from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the Appalachian State offense back out on the field now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
He's moving out of the pocket now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Makes the catch downfield. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again.
Now, the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Contact as he threw it. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Looking to throw it from the red zone. He's running out of time here. Got space looking for the end zone here.
Hello, Mr. Defensive Coordinator. You may want to account for the quarterback. Are you kidding me? A quarterback scramble for this many yards? You got to make adjustments. Account for this guy's legs.
Got him. He's sacked. So the ball moved back to the 12 for 2nd and goal.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
I believe they can line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial... Oh, and he fumbles! The offense falls on the fumble, keeps possession. And here comes the Scarlet Knights offense out there. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Bringing pressure. Only one here. Lets it go. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterback.
Caught near the goal line. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 here in the final quarter. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kickoff heads out of bounds. The offense will begin from the 40. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they get the completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Bought some time, now lets it go. The freshman is lucky that didn't get picked off. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And the Scarlet Knights offense is back on the field. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers. Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 during the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the return from inside the 5. The App State offense goes back on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Makes a quick catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. They look to throw it here on second down. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Well, the quarterback makes a mistake here. That's football 101. Once you get outside of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation and not take the sack, especially in the fourth quarter.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Now, the offensive coordinator told us before the game they consider any one-on-one deep shot an advantage, but they couldn't connect on that try. Give credit to that defensive back, man. He played that perfectly.
And the Scarlet Knights will look to convert here on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. And he's going to launch it deep again. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A 4th down stop. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man open downfield. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Timeout taken by the offense now. 23 seconds on the clock. 1st down and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, App State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the hands team able to recover the football. Down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Look out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. Movement at the second level of the defense now. 2nd down after that previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Tackle is made at the 38. That's a good kick return. And now the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 38. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. One last pass attempt falls incomplete, and that will wrap up this game. A really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side, where they put on a great show. But for the two defenses,